And Clemson football legend Deshaun Watson may be going out of pocket soon if one of the 16 civil lawsuits against him leads to a criminal arrest. Fox 46 chief legal correspondent Seema Iyer has been reviewing the lawsuits against Watson and is live in the newsroom. So let's start first with the civil and criminal thing, right? Why are these civil and not criminal at this point?
Well, they may be criminal. We just don't know about it yet. The first question everyone keeps asking me is about statute of limitations, and all 16 of these accusations fall within a time period from March 2020 to March 2021. So they are within the statute of limitations for misdemeanors and felonies, whatever jurisdiction. And the question I think that we're most used to is, isn't this always criminal before it's civil? Now, a lot of civil attorneys, and maybe this one did, they say when they get this type of allegation, they say to this complaining witness, they say, let's go to the prosecutor and give them your complaints. And perhaps right now, as we speak, a secret grand jury is investigating Watson, Paige.
And what are his biggest concerns? If you're Deshaun Watson, you're his legal team discussing with him in terms of the biggest things that are going to be issues for him if these do go to trial, if this becomes, if it goes to trial, I guess, what will be the most problematic areas for him?
Pattern. There seems to be, from my review, a distinct pattern that Watson is alleged to have gone about from contacting these women on Instagram, all of the women either being personal trainers or massage therapists or stretching type of trainers, and also the fact that he ended up in often circumstances, he ended up naked, and there are so many repeated accusations of forcible touching, Paige. And
there's 16 now, as we've said. Now, as
yes.
You made the point, those all came within the past year-ish, right? Do I have my dates right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If we just look at cases like this that have come up over the past couple years, right? It seems like the numbers grow, okay? We're to 16 now. If there are any other women out there who come forward with something like this and they're outside of that time frame, does that change in terms of the statute of limitations, the type of court case that it would be?
Okay, well, here's the deal. Felonies usually have 5 to 10 years, so it depends on the type of accusation. Misdemeanors usually about 3 years. I'm just kind of giving ballparks. So, for instance, if something took place in March of 2020 or even 2019 or 2018, they probably are still in the statute of limitations for a criminal action. Also important to note, civil cases also have a statute of limitations, but I think the big question on everyone's mind, because these accusations are so horrendous and graphic and, for lack of a better word, criminal, why haven't we seen him arrested yet?
Good question. Well,
I think it could.
You think it could happen?
I think it has to happen. I think it has to happen because, Paige, another thing that our viewers would probably be interested in knowing, you don't have to have a person come and complain to a prosecutor. Prosecutors can open up their own investigations through the mechanism of the grand jury. So prosecutors could have heard about these 16 allegations and decided to open up their own investigation by bringing together a grand jury, and that's a secret proceeding.
And we just don't know about it yet, right? Okay, Seema Iyer, we know you've got your eyes on this case. We'll continue to follow along with you. Thank you so much for the time.